Good morning, my darlings. It's Saturday, the 8th of March, and I thought I would do my budget for the month of March. So, yes, Saturday, March the 8th, 2025. Family of three at home. This week I have spent £145.60. Child away at university gets £50. The budget for the month is £850 for food and toiletries and everything else. Right, the whole lot is mixed in with that. Left of the budget for this month now, we have 654.40, and we will see how we get on. So, biggest splurge this week, Trek bars. Yeah, Trek bars for eldest child, gluten-free ones, and they came in at just under £9. Not a bad start, I suppose, to this month. Cheapest, nicest thing I think that we got was a deal, a very good one, on a chicken, a large chicken to roast for Sunday lunch tomorrow, and that came in at just under £5, which I didn't think was bad for a chicken, a large one at that. I don't think £50 is bad for our child at university. Let's see if we keep within the realm of the £850 for the month of March. That's ourselves and the child included at university. I have to tell you this story. It's just literally come out today, and there'll be a lot of people talking about it, I presume, because it's a biggie, it's important. Tesco's trials giant trolley scales in Gateshead. I know this Tesco's in Gateshead. I've shopped here for the young one. Yes. It's Gateshead Trinity Square Extra Store. So you'll know it's in Newcastle Centre. Look at them. Now, what does that remind you of? They look like aliens. The aliens are checking our shopping. Do you remember that scene from War of the Worlds where the alien head comes out and it's looking for Tom Cruise and his child, and it's going round in that junk farm in the underground bunker where they find that guy hiding? They look like those, and I'm absolutely stunned. They're so hideous. Apparently they are giant scales that will weigh your trolley on the way out and on the way in. You can't not exit the store without going over them. And I'll have to read you the news article. Giant trolley scales are being trialled at the Tesco store in Gateshead, sparking a mixed reaction from shoppers. This is from BBC News. Trolleys are weighed before checkout to identify any items customers who have used Scan and Shop might have missed or scanned twice. But some shoppers are unsure whether the new technology will take off, with some likening it to airport security, with questions like, "Am I at border control or Tesco?" one Reddit user posted, while another joked, "No club card, deported." Others questioned whether the scales were aimed at cracking down on self-scan shoplifters or cutting back on checkout staff. Tesco's declined to comment. Tesco Club Card members already have the option to use Scan as you shop handsets as they fill their trolleys, then check out and pay at the end. Now in the Gateshead Trinity Square Extra Store, shoppers can push their trolley onto the scales, and if the weight matches the items they've scanned, they pay as normal. If there is a discrepancy, a staff member will do a manual rescan of the whole trolley. Headline: Treated like a thief. Although some Reddit users who commented on the photo of the scales were positive, with one saying they are 10 times more convenient and faster. Many were more critical of their introduction. More and more, the honest shopper is treated like a thief, one said, while another wrote, the point of all this is to save on staff. Business retail consultant Ged Futter told the BBC this was about loss prevention and staffing costs. There is no way this is about making it quicker for the shopper. It's supposed to be scan and go. This is scan and stop while your trolley is weighed. He said the self-scan had increased the rate of shoplifting, but instead of putting staff back on tills, supermarkets were trying to use even more technology to stop thefts. This is supermarkets saying, we know there are thefts, so what we are going to do is treat every customer in exactly the same way to reduce theft. They are forgetting that trust is the most important thing for all of the retailers, and it works both ways. If customers don't feel trusted or think they are being treated like thieves, they will go somewhere else. Tesco's has already invested heavily in scan as you shop technology. They have actually. They also have barriers going in and out of the store, and there is a one-way system, and you cannot circumnavigate any other way. The British Retail Consortium has said shoplifting is out of control. Here, go stand at foot of our stairs, you don't say. After its annual crime survey found incidents of customer theft reported by retailers in the UK rose by 3.7 million to 20.4 million, and it costs retailers £2 billion a year. I'm not sure it should hit all Tesco's. You never know. Separate figures published by the Office of National Statistics revealed shoplifting offences reported by police in England and Wales rose by 23% to more than 492,000 over the same period. Well, people are desperate, and you wonder why. That is the highest figure since current recording practices began in 2003. 20 years ago. Well, over 20 years ago, isn't it? 22 years ago. Well, I counted that right. Yes, 22 years. I'm sorry. I've been working a lot this week. Retail criminologist Professor Emmeline Taylor told the BBC she has seen similar trolley scales used in European supermarkets, and there was definitely an element of trying to control loss, but added, let's not forget a lot of scan and go loss can be accidental. A random audit of 20,000 scan and go baskets found 43% had at least one error, a 2022 global study on self-checkout found. Professor Taylor said Tesco scales were quite foreboding and reminiscent of security scanners. They don't want to give the impression that they are pointing the finger at their honest customers, she said. They will need to balance how they respond when there is a weight discrepancy, because you can lose a customer for life if they feel they are being wrongly accused of something. She said she could see customers getting frustrated using the scales. You've left your handbag in the trolley. You've got to take your child out of the seat. You might be queuing behind someone who has been stopped and you can't get through, so the trial needs to focus on minimizing friction points in the customer experience. The scales are the latest example of supermarkets turning to technology to streamline time and costs. The ratio of self-scan to staff tills continues to be fiercely debated. Some shoppers love the speed and convenience, while others are fed up of hearing unexpected item in the bagging area. In August, upmarket north of England supermarket chain Booths, I like Booths actually, nice supermarket, wonderful shopping experience there. Well, Booths got rid of self scan altogether, while Asda and Morrison's said they would put more staff back on the manned tills. As usual, at the bottom, it ends with Get in touch. What is your experience with supermarket shopping technology? Ooh, well, I have to say, that's the supermarket as it is, and that's how it's going to become. Oh, hail your consumerism overlords. Pray at the altar of commerce, money, whatever. So your supermarket overlords, Tesco's, we worship thee. I don't know. Strange little thing, isn't it? And yet we're going to see more and more of these things rolled out across the country. Because don't think it's just going to stop in Gateshead. We're going to have them up and down the country before you can say, Jiminy Cricket. Yes. Am I impressed with it? Remains to be seen. I'm not sure. I find if you pay the staff, keep people in employment, basically. If you don't want poor people, keep them in employment. Give them a job, give them a purpose. Removing people from their positions and then installing a machine to do it, it makes you come part of the faceless, insidious. I don't like it. I want someone that I can say good morning to. I don't want a machine weighing. Let me know what your thoughts are. Yes. Anyway, and on that note, my darlings, if you like what I do, give me a thumbs up. And if you really like what I do, you can always give me a follow. And let me know how you're doing with your monthly budgets. Take care, my darlings. And if you're reading any exciting books, do let me know, especially as I am looking for something new to read. Take care, my darling. Bye bye.